Uh-oh, Jubilee done did it again. They did the Charlie Kirk one, and now they done did it again. They did Ben Shapiro. A lot of Hasanabi heads in this one. Buckle in, folks.
Why, hello there. I'm Ben Shapiro, and I'm co-founder of The Daily Wire and host of The Ben Shapiro Show. And today, I'm surrounded by 25 Kamala Harris supporters. My first claim is Kamala Harris's attempts to put DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion at the center of her policies is destructive.
This is so fucking stupid. Like, really? That's the first thing you wanted to fucking debate? Pathetic. Deeply unserious.
Yeah, like a jackrabbit. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
I want to see what she says.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. So, I kind of want to shift the conversation about DEI a little bit away
Hassan,
from
that's
culture,
what I wanted to say, but my legs are short and I couldn't reach the chair. No, these Jubilee videos are like almost entirely comprised of Hasanabi heads now. I don't know if it's because I watched too many fucking Jubilee videos and you guys were like, oh, I want to be on it. Okay. Or what happened, but like so many of you motherfuckers go on these videos now.
Like a helpful conversation to have. And I really want to talk more about representation. So 1 in 5 Americans currently is Hispanic. This country, like it or not, is not a homogenous country. We are a very diverse country. Mm-hmm. Do you not think that our legislators should be representative of the overall population?
I don't see a way that you can have a quote-unquote representative legislature with 435 members of Congress in a country of 340 million people, because you can divvy that up however you want. It's not by race. You could do it by sex. You could do it by gender. You could do it by sexual orientation. How exactly do you decide what is quote-unquote the representative group? And also, I don't believe that individuals ought to be represented based.
Here's how you do it. Fucking abolish gerrymandering and stop redistricting. That's literally one of the easiest ways you could do that. Okay? Number one, why is it that black and brown people are always seemingly not in areas where they are statistically viable to make a change in terms of who they vote for? Why do they all get shoved into one fucking district and then the remainder is like packaged into multiple other districts where they cannot actually swing an election? Perhaps that's one of those ways that the, demographic representation does not play itself out in Congress. One way that this doesn't play itself out is obviously through redistricting, which to Ben, he would immediately go, well, Democrats do it too. And it's like, okay, that's fine. Democrats shouldn't be able to do it either.
Based on group identity. So, for example, I'm Jewish. Jews are actually overrepresented in Congress. I don't think that we ought to decide exactly how many people in Congress are Jewish based on the Jewish population of the country. I think that's actually a pretty silly way to do representation.
Well, we don't have to do it systematically, but fundamentally there is an issue with the fact that we are not fully represented. Like, the entire population is not represented. I mean, we have never had a black female president. I still have to pay taxes.
We've never had a
the
Jewish
whole
president.
concept is no taxation without. Well, we have had a white male president. We've had like 45 of them.
Whether Jews count as white or not has been sort of an object of debate for quite a while.
Actually, you do.
We do. Okay.
You do.
So, I mean, it depends according to whom. And that's a pretty recent.
Ben, you can't be constantly talking about America as a Judeo-Christian nation and then be like, Jews are not considered white. Like, come on, dude. Come on, dude. America used to be a Christian nation. Now, everybody says it's a Judeo-Christian nation.
Development. Okay, so.
Basically everyone. It's a religion.
Judaism.
Do you not agree that you were a white man?
I mean, I think that it depends on the context in which you're discussing.
That's a great question. She'd be like, can you honest to God say that you're a POC right now? That's a great question. Be like, Ben, can you tell us, are you a person of color?
So what are you, Ben? Are you not a white guy?
I mean, I'm a man of Jewish ethnicity, which is sometimes grouped with white and sometimes not. I mean, that's the more accurate way to put it. But
oh my gosh, you put Ben on the back foot. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, okay. That's good. Oh, that's good.
When
what
we're
else would
talking
you be
about
grouped with?
With Jews who are
No, don't flag her. Don't fucking flag her. She's slaying.
which is an ethnicity. I mean,
so
yeah.
you're not white at all.
I mean, again, it depends who's doing the grouping and how. I've seen Jews grouped with white and Jews grouped with not white. Are we just pretending that doesn't exist? That's a reality. However, as far as your generalized point, which is that we are supposed to identify people by group identity, if we don't have a black female president, somehow black females have not been represented. So Barack Obama was in no way representative of black females because he's not a female.
No,
he was.
He was representative,
So
but
he was
that's
half
the point.
representative. How do you do the math on this? And why?
You shouldn't do the math on it completely statistically, but the fact
You shouldn't
is
do the math on it at all. You should
clearly
treat people as individuals.
underrepresented.
You should treat people as individuals.
Well, if you don't even want Kamala Harris to attempt to create DEI initiatives in office, then there isn't even going to be a conversation about it.
I mean, I don't think there ought to be a conversation about why we ought to be represented by race or by sex. I think that we are each individual people with individual ideas. And if that person represents my ideas, I don't care what sex, race, or sexual orientation they are.
To an extent, yes.
No,
But there
entirely.
is an issue with the lack of empathy in office. We need to be able to empathize and legislate for the people that are living in this country.
I was not
Do you
aware,
not believe that?
I was not aware that empathy is relegated to particular race solidarity.
No, but I mean, it's easier to be empathetic towards people whose experiences you can fundamentally understand based on your identity. Like, do you not believe that people have an inherent bias?
So first of all, I'm
based
not
on
sure.
identity?
I mean, we can start with the empathy itself. I'm not sure that empathy is always the best basis for actual public policy, because when you have group solidarity and empathy based on group solidarity, you're going to attempt to actually benefit the group with whom you have solidarity. So that actually cuts against
But
generalized
that's like a
public
fundamental
policy.
thing that just exists, which is why
Wait, but like, Ben, once again, taking advantage of the fucking environment that like group solidarity is already occurring, and it's occurring for white men. That's just how things are. So if you're a conservative, you can always just point to how things are and then go, what are you going to do? It's common sense. The advantages are so fucking firmly on your side. If you want to do commentary on the conservative side, it's crazy. You could just like literally point to how things are and just go, it's good, and we need more of it. And if it's bad, it's because it's not going the way that it should be. We should do more of it. We should always go back to a time when it was good.
we need representation in government. Okay, cute. Thank you.
Well, okay, we're going to take this chair. Look at that.
Hey, Ben.
Like a bro, my friend. All right.
How's it going?
Let's break open
So, first
a beer or
question,
something.
can
Okay.
men get pregnant?
Men cannot get pregnant,
Okay, awesome. So,
definitionally.
definitionally, okay. Do men experience SA? Sexual assault?
Sure.
TikTok immediately.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
What about the existence? Do you mean women who believe that they are men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
So, my other question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or form?
What?
I'm going to need more specifics on what you mean by white
Well, here, let me
supremacy.
give it to you, Ben.
Sure, please.
So, I'm a transgender man.
Okay.
I've experienced SA.
Okay.
And abortion rights affect me directly. So, if we're talking about the American dream that you live,
So-
why don't I have access to that?
He's cooking
Because
them.
there's no legislation, in the history of America, that legislates a man's body. So why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
I'm not interested in.
Yo, dude, trans men are the best. They just break conservative brains so hard. They're like, I think transphobes are so lasered in on trans women that they forget that like trans men even exist, right? So when that reality hits them right in the fucking face, they're like, what? He just short circuited. He called him bro. He probably regrets it now. Exactly. Watch Ben try to desperately misgender this trans man. Oh, that's great. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. I didn't know where he was going with that argument, with the whole like, do you benefit from white supremacy or any of that? Mr. We Can Always Tell. Oh, that's so good.
What your genitalia are.
Clearly you are. I mean, it's all over everything you make,
no,
buddy. I'm sorry. I hate to say it to you, but
I think you can read on my
kind of an
face that I
obsession
radically
you
am
guys
not.
have.
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking
He's like, I'm grossed out by you, I promise.
about
No,
abortion,
I don't. I mean, you can present it here, but in most of the content that you have, you attack my community constantly. And you don't even realize guys like me exist who actually share a lot of similarities to you and everything, because I'm a married man of 20 years.
I'm
got
I
a wife.
recognize that you exist. I disagree with your
Right.
claim
So
that you
if
are
I
a male.
was sexually assaulted, right, and I didn't have access to that abortion care, do you believe that I should have carried that child to term because
What does
I
this
was
have to-
sexually assaulted?
I mean,
No, I just want to make sure that that's what you believe. Because as a transgender man, I have seen your side of the entire political debate, never ever having the conversation of what an American freedom is. Because why am I not allowed to live my American freedom as a man? You know, I mean, you get your choice as a man to live and free and all that.
You're really moving around terminology very wildly here.
And so,
no, he's not. No, he's not. The problem for you, Ben, is that you have a duty to present yourself as a transphobic person who firmly has a commitment to misgendering trans people that are in your vicinity. But the problem is because gender is demonstrably expressive, you are having a hard time doing that because of what is in front of you. You have already openly treated this trans man as a man. So now you're trying to fucking desperately be like, well, you're throwing terminology around. No, he's not. He's not. He's not throwing terminology at all. It's just his existence is short-circuiting your brain right now because you have your political ambitions on the one side, and on the other side, you are like, how am I going to be able to maintain my posture and like keep correctly misgendering him? That's fantastic. This is fantastic.
or you, because that's the tactics you play in your game. And you've done it the entire time. You jump from one subject to the next. You speak so fast, and I know how you work. So how does it feel to have it in your face?
Oh, well, I mean...
Because I'm sick and tired of...
He's literally short-circuiting. He's like, dude, it's so awesome because he's also like a larger presence. Like oh God. Oh, this is so perfect. Oh my God. I never in a million years, I used to pray for times like this. Oh my God. Oh, pack watch bozo. Holy shit. This is like the fucking the Ben Shapiro tweet that I made like a couple years back, being like, dude, obviously gender is not as rigid a binary as you fucking claim it is, because you don't even fit the fucking mold. The man in front of you, literally in a lineup, fits more masculine features and has a more masculine outwardly presence than you do, Ben. He's taller than you. He can grow a full beard. You know, he's bigger than you. What's up, Ben? What the fuck's up? What's up? Now he has to just sit there. He already broed him. So now he just has to fucking sit there and eat it. Yeah, Ben, you're 5'3", can't grow facial hair, and weigh 100 pounds soaking wet. If we can both be considered men, you should probably be a bit more open-minded about gender expressions. It's clearly not as rigid a binary as you try to imply it is. 131,000 likes. Masculinity and femininity exist. Outward indicators of masculinity and femininity exist in nearly every human culture. Boys are thought to be more masculine in virtually every human culture because the role of men is not always the same as the role of women. That's so fire. God damn, that shit.
Of the shit that you have put against my community, especially black trans women, because you constantly disregard all of our needs and then use us politically as a pawn when we're 1% of the population. Why not focus on the economy itself? All of us are struggling, and you want to focus on trans people. You want to focus...
Oh, damn. Yo, he had an agenda. God damn, this is great. Yo, why are people throwing up flags right now? Okay. Some of you need to fucking dial it back and let my king speak. I cannot believe people are like, they're not talking about abortion. Ben's getting fucking mogged over here, and you're like, put that flag down. That's transphobia. Oh, god damn. This is so sick. That's how you know he really fucking hates trans people, by the way. God, he can't even fucking be in the presence of a trans person. He just like, it breaks his brain.
On a black woman when this is clearly a glass cliff situation. America's falling apart, and let's give it a woman right when it's all falling apart, when we'd had, what, 50 men run it and it looks like shit?
Oh my God, he even did the glass cliff argument. Yo, that's crazy. He's right. Yo, he's cooking. God damn. He said, not only can I do MPreg, you also just got impregnated. That's crazy. Oh my God. He destroyed Ben Shapiro and America in one like 60-second block. What the fuck? Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. The glass cliff argument is one that is common, like the Linda Yaccarino. Like when Elon Musk bought Twitter, like some companies end up putting a woman in charge when the company's about to fucking fall apart. So they'd be like, see, we put a woman in charge and it still fell apart.
Look at where we're at. Truly,
So-
where do you think that we're heading? I
So-
mean, it's so funny to watch
You've
like
been going
white
for-
supremacy just fall apart the way that it is, and you ride so hard because guess what? In other countries around the world, women are not having children, and why is it? Because of the patriarchy and all the violence that men perpetuate, and all of this idea that abortion is
He's
somehow
that 4B movement.
gonna solve it all by forcing women to have abortion instead of focusing on the real problems that we're facing in our society. We're just gonna completely ignore that, and we're just gonna go, you know what? The line item is, let's make women have
Oh my God, Ben is so uncomfortable. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ben is literally. Wait, dude, I need to
not
see his
having
face
children.
again.
And why is it? Because of the patriarchy and all the violence that men perpetuate, and all of this idea that abortion is somehow gonna solve it all by forcing women to have abortion instead of focusing on the real problems that we're facing in our society. We're just gonna
Look at him. Damn. The legends say that he actually became 5'3" in that moment. He was 5'4" before he entered the arena, and he left the arena an inch shorter. He shrunk in real time, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, this is the one time where transphobia literally means you're afraid of trans people. People be like, oh, transphobia. Like, what do you mean? You're like afraid of trans people? Like, no, Ben is, okay? He is. He's like physically afraid of a trans person. He's figuratively afraid of a trans person. He is the most transphobic he has ever been in his life. This is so good.
or that, and we're just gonna go, you know what? The line item is, let's make women have babies so that we can continue this capitalistic society that we have. Why are we doing that? What?
Damn, people are like, he's cooking so hard. People in the audience are like, God damn, he's right.
I mean, why? Because you want to push white supremacy and because you want to make your check? It does great for you. Meanwhile, people like me have to live with the consequences of all of your rhetoric that you put on a daily basis, and including my entire community and the intersectionalities of black women, men that experience SA, trans people, everyone that comes in. And I'm so sick of the idea that you can come in with this bravado, that you're this big guy that knows things because you can talk fast, you have statistics. But really, what does it really matter at the end of the day if you are harming the entire American? This guy's been accused of rape, Trump, in like court documents, and you're backing the guy. Like, you have children. How could you do that to your own? Don't you have a daughter? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? I've never seen such a party just completely like the American idea, what we believe in as a country, is not what you're perpetuating. It's diversity. It's giving you tired, hungry, and poor. The Google phone you have in your pocket is because of all of the diversity we've had.
He fucked him so hard. The referees had to come in and be like, please stop. Ben's gonna leave. He got scolded like a child. That was kind of sick. That was a cool moment. That was, wow.
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh. Yo, he's dope. Hey, if you like this video, please subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any future videos.